It's in the game. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mountaineers will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. Dave, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller.
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Higgins. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. This offense is humming. Less than a minute inside the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And the Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't fall over in your seats.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Higgins. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes, and how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Plucks it out of the air. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. The play-action fake. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes play.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Oh, he makes the catch. He breaks a tackle. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold defense.
Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? They'll give it to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Needs a big completion on 3rd and long. Snags it on the right. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes...
He's going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. Running free. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Sooners. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to fire from the pistol. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jones. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a spot down the gun of the knee. All by himself down the middle. He's at, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Verrier. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's De La Rosa. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Makes the catch. It's De La Rosa. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Higgins. Setting up the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Intercepted for the 11th time. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The hurry-up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and feet. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. First one's on its way, and the leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They can't corral the pitch, the ball's on the ground.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Higgins. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Snagged out of the air. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, and somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the catch at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Looking to throw, it's Higgins. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And he's going to get it up to about their 29-yard line before he's brought down. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Send the tight end in motion. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying down the left side. Touchdown Mountaineers. And here they come almost all the way back.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little rope out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Higgins. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On 4th down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. They take the lead with the 6. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Looking to throw. They're working that left side. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Higgins. Fires downfield. Finds a tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Quarterback will keep it. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Milner. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll They'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, turning it on!
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sooners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Higgins. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for space. It's Verrier. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. This is a designed run. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Here we go.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Rides the back on the option to give. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on second down. He's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lamb. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the stick.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. Go ahead and have a day at the wideout position. You stack up some games like this, and you can take down D.D. Westbrook's record of 17 touchdowns in a season.
And I just want to play in this offense if I'm a receiver across the country. I know every year Oklahoma's going to spread the ball around, throw it around. You're going to have plenty of opportunities, and he is cashing in those opportunities with just touchdowns.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the double.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Off play action on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Got rid of it just in time. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires on the move. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it, and the offense should be able to run out the clock. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.